Mary Jo. I've been a nurse for 50 years. I've lost over 100 pounds as a postmenopausal woman and reversed chronic disease in my life. And for the most part, I thought I had reversed all acute disease. But guess what? Having gone to a family gathering in which apparently my grandson had been coughing up flu viruses for some time, um, despite the lovely evening we had together, four adults and two children ended up sick the next morning, and I was one of them. I was absolutely shocked. I haven't been sick in forever since I started this new eating style. So, this was definitely a call to arms. Sit up, slow down, and what the heck are you doing? How in the world did I become so sick? Yes, I had every symptom in the book that was indeed the flu. So, for a moment, you just have to take stock. And actually, sitting on the couch, not doing much of anything when I particularly enjoy creating a very busy lifestyle for myself was actually quite a lovely change of pace. Really didn't mind it. Isn't that amazing? So, how did I get sick? What am I doing wrong? Well, I must admit that when I say I eat a high nutrient plant based diet, I eat tons of vegetables. If I'm having a dessert like event, it's probably associated with fruit. I tend to limit high glycemic foods. However, I have recognized more and more that I continue to have this off non emotional attachment with food. I do things backwards. Instead of living my life and just having fun, and then, oh my goodness, I'm so hungry, perhaps I should eat something now. I'm more like, how many meals can I fit into the day? Well, that's an overstatement of reality. So I had to kind of think about it. Even when you eat very healthy food, when you overeat, you can increase free radical production. If you have too many free radicals floating around, that's inflammation. And that sets the stage for becoming ill. And on top of that, yes, I imbibed into some seriously high sugared desserts that evening of exposure. My goodness, the amount of sugar that was coursing through my veins, I think I was just asking to get sick. Then there are a couple other ideas I have to proffer as well. And that is, well, I was thinking about a friend of mine, and three things happened to her in the same week. Her husband received a terminal diagnosis. Isn't that horrible? Her mother was found dead in her home. Her best friend in all the world died in a horrific car accident. Well, what can you do when presented with that kind of information and that kind of stress in your life? The only thing anyone sensible could do, and that is she went to the ER with a mild heart attack. Well, luckily I did not have a mild heart attack or anything close to that, but I would suggest that there was an increased stress in my life that I was finding difficult to find a way of coming to terms with what I saw as a momentous challenge. A lovely lady, 5 years younger than myself, was also received a terminal diagnosis and has since that point in time passed away. I have been so distressed over my perception of what might have been her thoughts, her suffering, her knowledge of impending death. I was just distressed beyond belief, and not finding a way of how this information can help me to become a better person, maybe become a more empathetic, caring person. And instead, I stopped sleeping. So I stopped sleeping, I increased sugar, and I ate too much food. Yes, I got sick. I got the flu. Well, I can tell you one thing. I feel much better. And I really loved my chiropractor who said, I've never seen anybody get well this quickly. So that made me feel really quite wonderful, to tell you the truth. So What happened to Mary Jo and all of her lovely pronouncements? Well, first and foremost, I do believe what you eat has so much to do with your health and your well-being. So make every mouthful count for your enlivened joy of living. And in that sense, I found the most delicious, health providing dietary regimen, high nutrient plant based. High nutrient, that means, all right, if you want a sweet potato, that's fine. But high nutrient means lots of green vegetables, lots of cruciferous vegetables, lots of overall vegetables, different kinds of fruit, nuts and seeds, perhaps only a half ounce per meal for myself to encourage those good fats to absorb the fat soluble nutrients of the meal. Eating better helps you be enlivened to exercise and really helps you sleep soundly. I totally did have extremely disrupted sleep. And you know, when you don't sleep well, guess what you are the next day? Hungry, hungry, hungry. Your brain thinks you need to eat or you might fall asleep imminently, I guess. So I have come to better terms with this, with the loss of what could have been a really wonderful friend in my world. And I have reevaluated my eating style so that I think I have made everything better. My chiropractor said I've never seen anybody recover as quickly as you have. So I had to stop and think. I didn't feel good, and in the past that meant macaroni and cheese, toast, and cinnamon toast probably, and it also meant chicken noodle soup. And I thought, well, none of those options seem to be really helpful, and there is absolutely no science behind any of that is helping you to become well. So I went through some of the research and some of the things I've read, and I created a cruciferous type of juice. So the juice I created was from organic vegetables, 1/3 organic carrots, 1/3 cruciferous. My favorite is bok choy. By the way, you get a lot of water out of it, a lot of juice out of bok choy. And the last third was lettuces. Lettuces can have more nutrition in them than you think. Now, what was this all about? Well, when you juice something through an auger juicer, you remove the fiber content, but you get all the nutrients. So I thought, not sure that I was eating very appropriately, so I drenched my cells with nutrients from this juice. And then I would have just a vegetable type soup. I actually used more beef broth, didn't use the tomato base anymore, and I eliminated the beans for a while till the gastritis was gone. And I found that, you know, if you steam vegetables carefully, it seems like when you have digestive issues, it's a lot easier to eat some of it. And as I felt better, I would eat some raw fruits and vegetables as well. And now I'm back in the saddle and ready for more action. Anyway, I talk at too great of length. So there are many, many, many parts of lifestyle medicine. So take really good care of you, because I don't know where the rest of us would be without you. And that kind of loss is so very difficult, especially at this time of year, is it not? So think about it. And when the challenges of life occurred, and they will, remember, though I have a hard time with this myself, that we can respond however we want to. We can respond in a way that makes it 10 times worse, so we can respond in a way that empowers us to become more and enliven our lives and encourage our appreciation of all that is. So that's what happened to me. I got told by the universe, slow down, stop, and think about it. And I have started sleeping wonderfully well. I have stopped eating so much food, and I have eliminated sugar once again from my diet, unless it's in the form of a whole piece of fruit. And so you take good care of you out there. Thank you so much for your time and attention. With great love and appreciation, I wish to express to you at this Christmas time of year. And goodbye from Nurse Mary Jo.